the best team of the league. So what kind of practices gone in? What kind of strategies have you guys talked about?
Yeah, we've been practicing from right from 1.5–2 months, and our coach GK Kumar and physio Ramakant have been helping us throughout with the drills, with the fitness, with the batting, with the bowling of each and every individual, and individually each and every one are really good, but we need
one thing that has definitely stood out has been your fielding. Has that been a deliberate effort?
Yeah, definitely. Whatever you've seen, it's been the efforts what we've put across in 1.5 months, so all the fruits are showing.
Well, today, right now, both the teams that won yesterday are playing against each other, and it's looking like a tight contest out there. So tell me, which is the one team that you're fearing in this league?
No, we are taking one game at a time and trying to outplay the other team. And definitely today the track is, solid. It's coming on to the ball is coming onto the bat, and it's easy to score. And that's why even Chennai have been scoring well. So even we'll get our chance.
Okay, let me put you in a spot now. How much of a score do you think you're going to be able to restrict the Chennai team to?
Oh, that's okay. We are not worried about how much we are going to restrict. Definitely we are going to chase whatever they put across.
That is the spirit. All the very best. Thank you very much for talking to us.
So take that for confidence, Akash. Whatever that they are going to score, we are going to get that. I dare say not many cricketers would say that.
Whatever they're lacking in skills, obviously they're making up for it with sheer confidence, and I think these guys have worked really hard. They've taken their game seriously, and you can see them throwing themselves around and making sure that they save that extra run, they go that extra yard, and that is what is making this game ever so interesting to watch.
Has acting been your hobby? Meanwhile, there's a chance, there's a collision. No calling. Apparently their fielding coach was working very hard on them, but there seems to be lack of communication, which resulted in a missed opportunity.
These things can happen when you have a full house. They're loud, you can't hear each other, and these things have happened in international cricket as well. So you won't blame these fielders or the fielding coach, because you can only teach a few things, but you cannot recreate this atmosphere. You can actually learn about these things when you play in the real match scenario. And he's come back. He hasn't wasted any time. He's taken a wicket, and everyone is on their feet again.
Well, he could have had 2 wickets in 2 balls. Dhruv animated because of that effort, but doesn't really need to get that animated, because he's cleaned up Shanthnoo with the next.
And last night I think it was Priya Money, and maybe this time around it could be someone else.
Well, that's one more gone. Karthik not really looking to play himself in, stepping down the wicket, not doing the basics right, head nowhere in position. A straight delivery, you miss a hit on that basis. Karthik too early to play that shot. The flurry of wickets has really put Chennai Rhinos in a spot of bother. At one stage they were 110 for 2, and now within a span of 14 runs they've lost 3 crucial wickets.
They've punched holes into their middle order, and that is what is pegging them back at the moment, and that's the best way of actually stopping the opposition from scoring runs. Take wickets. You obviously going to put brakes on the scoring rate, and the batsman, the new batsman who comes onto the crease, will take a few deliveries, a bit more time to settle in, and before starting exploding.
That's a good slow ball. Tell me, Akash, who is your favorite actor from the South Indian film industry?
Well, one and only Rajinikanth. He has to be. He is the man who can do everything right, or in fact can do nothing wrong. He is he is to Indian film industry what perhaps a Superman or a Batman to the Hollywood industry.
And impressed with his antiques and whatever that he had to offer in the film Robo.
Of course, he's been outstanding. He's been a live wire, and if you see him off the screen, he's got so much energy. He is obviously, he's not getting younger by the day, but then he's been outstanding ever since.
Presently, he is in an ICU unit, and I think let's pray for his good health. Let's hope he recovers soon, and maybe sometime when he recovers or regains his fitness, he can be a part of CCL. That will be a massive boost. End of 16 overs. There's a run-out chance. Direct hit would have him. It would not to be.
And 24 balls to go. And just sticking to that topic a bit longer, Sanjay, who is your favorite actress from the South Indian film industry?
Well, there's so many pretty ladies around. To name a few, it has to be. How about to rate among the top? How about Smita?
Well, she was definitely a colorful actress. In fact, a Bollywood movie is now being made on her life. I think Vidya Balan is acting in that one.
Well, she's another I adore absolutely. I just love her movies. A very versatile actress. And the efforts on the field continue to impress. It's a good straight hit, brilliant fielding. What you see, a commitment from Bharath. On his second run, he dived to get into his crease.
And you definitely can't doubt their commitment. They've been throwing themselves around while batting, while fielding, and if they're lacking in skills, if that is, they're definitely making it up with some good commitment on the field in all three departments.
That's the car, a technological innovation, India's most fuel efficient car, and it has been cleverly designed with 37 patented features. And anything can happen in India. It has given a belief to the corporates, and that Made in India badge is no longer discounted.
Dhruv has managed to put the brakes on the scoring rate here. Chennai Rhinos at one stage were looking all set to score a mammoth total, but looks unlikely now. They're reeling somewhat at the 127 for 5 in the middle of the 17th over, and looked like 170, 180 at one stage. I just end up somewhere 30 runs shorter than that.
Well, brilliantly pulled back by the fielder at mid-off. And one needs to commend the support staff of these teams, because they put the players back on field after a rigorous day and the rigorous travel that was involved.
I think everyone involved with this event has to be lauded. It's not just the support staff which has ensured that the players have come on the field. I think the programming unit, people who are responsible for bringing these pictures to you, have done a tremendous job. They were obviously on the field till midnight yesterday, and now they're back here up and running. Mind you, it was in Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore, and now we are at the MHA Tamram Stadium in Chennai.
And not to forget that this telecast has been broadcasted in 4 different languages. It's not only English, Hindi, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil. So it's a unique event that is happening. End of the over. It's 130 for 5 after 17.
Last few overs, wickets have pegged them back a bit, and now With 18 balls remaining, they would like to maximize and hope to score at least 30 of the last 3 overs, take their total to 160, because so far it's been a fantastic wicket to bat on.
Well, these are the fallen wickets. The first to go, caught it long on, brilliantly caught. Then it is a cotton ball. Again, a miscued pull shot. And played on, unlucky on that occasion. I think the bounce is doing them in on this track. And then this was a straight ball. The batsman missing the line. And the animated Dhruv. Too early to play that shot at the start of your innings. So these are the 5 wickets to fall. And I think the bounce has really made a difference, because Chennai this particular venue is always known for having that extra sort of a bounce.
Well, yes, the track is made of red soil, and wherever you get tracks made of red soil, you get more bounce, more carry, and that is why you get value for your shots as well, because you can get under the ball, get the elevation right, and look at that shot. Fantastic way of just upping the ante as when it's required. A brilliant boundary off his hips, taking the score to 135.
That's what their coach has been telling them. Follow a boundary or a 6 with a single, and they're following his instructions to the T. Vishnu continuing his good form. In addition to the 70 odd that he got last night, he's already on 48.
Fielding by the fielder at the point region, came in smartly, quickly, and prevented the batsman from switching ends. And I think it's the time when you have to throw caution to the winds. You have to do something different. You have to really take those risks, because they do have 5 wickets in the hat, and if they want to post a decent total, I think this is the time.
Yeah, some of them missed out. They lost their way around the 13th over. I mean, at that stage they were 110 for 2, and from there on, say in the next 5 overs or so, they've only scored 20-25 runs and lost 3 crucial wickets. I think the strategic timeout didn't really work in their favor, and that probably caused them to lose that momentum that they were having before the break.
The thing with these strategic timeouts or batting power play in a 50 over game, because when you take these breaks or go for that batting power play, you commit yourself. You think it's an obligation to fulfill whatever you had discussed or whatever the plans are, and that is why you don't really play the ball or on the merit of the ball and try to manufacture shots, and that's what we saw. They lost 3 quick wickets, and now instead of going after the bowling, they're actually struggling to put back to ball.
And the Karnataka Bulldozers would definitely be happy with their effort, because they were very comfortable in chasing down 158 against the Mumbai Heroes. And from the body language, you can suggest, you can feel that they're pretty much in control. That's a big hit. Straight down the ground, no questions of the number of runs that shot deserves. It's 6 all the way.
And celebrities coming together.
2 religions in India.
Absolutely. So you can see this today. The atmosphere is terrific out here. And to be honest, I'm surprised to see the amount of crowd that has come in to cheer this match.
Absolutely. All the fans love to see the fact that, they've idolized these actors, and suddenly they've come here to take on the field and be cricketers.
Absolutely. In fact, to be honest, Archana, I was never expecting this sort of seriousness from these cricketers, from these celebrities rather, and it's turned out to be brilliant. I'm sure these guys should have been practicing for the last month or so to show up such a brilliant performance out here.
Indeed, they are definitely taking their cricket seriously. But tell us, who is your favorite team and who are you rooting for?
Of course, coming in from the land of Chennai and coming right after IPL success of CSK, we cheer for Chennai Rhinos. But again, finally the game.
And the same colored jersey too, by the way.
And that's why I'm also coming in the same jersey.
Do you think yellow is lucky for Chennai?
Absolutely. You'll see that. IPL has been the start for it, and you'll see Chennai Rhinos bagging in the CCL trophy, 2 in the kitty for the Chennai Rhinos this year.
Okay, so tell us a few stars from the Chennai Rhinos team that we should all be looking out for.
Absolutely. In terms of faces, you have the big Surya there, who is a darling of the entire Tamil Nadu audience as such.
I know, there was a frenzy when he came onto the field. Everybody was like going gaga.
Very true, but again, there are some serious cricketers. Vishnu, you see them, he just scored a 50. You have Vikranth, who will probably make a cricketer really feel ashamed of his the innings. And I'm sure that the team is equipped with almost everybody contributing. A full all-rounders, good batsmen, terrific spirit out here.
Yes, to some great cricket and some amazing team spirit. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much, Ashwin.
And in the meantime, Vishnu has scored a very fine half-century. He's just continued in the same vein. He scored a half-century in the previous match and has scored one here too.
It shows a lot of commitment, and it's also a tribute to his fitness that he's shown. He's a young guy, loads of cricket ahead of him, and if this continues for another 5-6 years, this concept of CCL, he might end up being the top scorer. Meanwhile, a brilliant shot over covers. It's a quality cricket shot. The bowler pitched the ball up. It was there in the slot, but to hit him over covers in the way he did was absolutely phenomenal.
Well, the way Vishnu is striking, I think is going to give even professional cricketers a good run for their money. He's striking the ball, he likes that width, and he's been outstanding and follows it up with another boundary. I think he's on song. He's going to take Chennai Rhinos to a very formidable total here.
I think the bowler overcompensating for the mistake that he committed in the previous ball. Directing the line. Directing the line towards the leg stump. Juicy full toss dispatched to where it should have been.
Well, it's such a high for even the actors who have always been applauded, have been chased, have been admired. But it's such a high to be out there in the center and doing the business in real life, because here you don't get any retakes. You are doing in real time, and I think you make everyone, including yourself, extremely proud. Another boundary from Vishnu's bat. This is a no ball because the ball was a bit too high, obviously higher than the waist height, and that is why another extra.
Well, it's definitely higher than his waist, and these waist high full tosses deserve to be punished. The pressure has really got to the bowler. It's been loads of runs in this over. I mean, such sort of over can definitely put the target beyond the opposition's reach.
I think he's been warned as well, because you can't bowl high full tosses. This was a full toss, albeit a slightly lower one. Vishnu finishes the over, takes a single, keeps the
Shots all around the wicket, and he has favored the offside. Number of his boundaries were scored in that region, behind point, over covers, and he's been absolutely brilliant.
It's been a treat to watch. I say it from a batsman perspective, he's been phenomenal. Reminds me a bit of Virender Sehwag, the way he likes that width, goes after that ball and gives it a kitchen sink whenever there is width. This time though, goes straight over the bowler's head, deposits it into his team's dugout. Maximum half a dozen to Vishnu and Chennai Rhinos. They are making this bowling count, and this and she doesn't look happy. Obviously not a supporter of Chennai Rhinos there.
Well, that's a quality cricketing shot. Even somebody like Yusuf Pathan would have been proud to play that shot. And even though the boundaries have been brought in, he still goes for it. There's one more attempt. Could it be caught? No, falls between two fielders. But what's important is Vishnu is back on strike.
Fortune favors the brave. He's taking his chances. And you have to, if you have 5 wickets in hand, you're batting ever so well, there are only 4 balls remaining, I think you have to give it all, and that's what Vishnu is doing. He's giving it everything that he has. He's cramping, he's tired, and why wouldn't you be if you're playing in a pressure cooker situation, over 37 degrees temperature, and it's hot and humid.
Goes over the point area now. There's no stopping Vishnu. The bowlers are feeding to his strength. He likes it there. They haven't learned the lessons, nor are they changing their angles, making it so much easy for the batsman to play to his strength and punish the opponents.
I think we have to hand it to Vishnu here. The bowler tried to pitch the ball fuller. He hit it straight back over his head. He bowled it short and he hit it over point. And here it is, the Tata Nano product India is extremely proud of. It's got amazing features, small but very spacious.
Going for another one. The fielder does a good job, uses his feet to good effect there on that occasion. It's been a brilliant acceleration from Vishnu, and Chennai Rhinos would be pretty pleased with that effort.
Absolutely, I think this game was drifting away from them, but he has brought them back into the game. He could have actually left that alone, a bit too greedy, could have been a wide, but he fancied his chances to hit it for a 4, because it was pitched in his area of strength, but then your strength can be your weakness at times, Sanjay.
And we can't time all the balls because he's been doing that over the last 3 overs. Let's see what he does now. That's a good delivery. Bowler keeping his head, slowing the pace of the ball, but unfortunately for him, the fielder misfields and costs 4 crucial runs for his side.